guys, good morning. I am about to put my makeup on and get ready. Look at this, the sun is coming up. It's gonna be another beautiful day. I got a comment today and I wanted to answer some questions because I get asked this literally every single day. Here's the comment. Your teeth are so white. What's your secret? Veneers? Please do tell. I'm trying to find a decent whitening solution. At the moment, it's expensive. I can share this with you. I use Plus White and I haven't used it since the last time I actually got sponsored by a teeth whitening company, which was probably almost a year ago. I have a $5 or maybe it's a $4 bottle of Plus White in my fridge, and I was told to keep it in there to keep it good. Abigail squeezed all of my tooth whitening system that I got from that sponsored video. It's just like Plus White. She squeezed all of it out in like oatmeal or something, and yeah, so that's gone. I don't have that anymore. She was like, I don't know, playing around with all of my stuff that I had on the counter there. Plus White, it's the same exact thing, very cheap. You can use it probably 20 to 30 times out of one bottle. And these are my teeth. They are not perfect. I have not whitened them for about a year. They are not perfect. I was blessed with one thing, and that was nice teeth, and they're not perfect. They're crooked. And I've had people say, why do some days your teeth look perfect and some days they look crooked? It's because I'm a human being. I have a crooked tooth. These are my real teeth. This is a chip. And I have some, I believe it's called fluoridosis, which is a white spot in your teeth. My teeth. I was born with them. You can see my pictures from high school. My mom is going to bring over my pictures. Same teeth. I was blessed. I believe now I know why I was blessed with a smile, and that is to spread it. And anybody who has a smile, you need to use it. Honestly, because when you smile at people, especially random strangers, you never know what somebody's going through. And I have actually had people come up to me and thank me for smiling at them because it made them feel better. And strangers, right? And this has happened throughout my entire life. Everybody has commented on my teeth, and they've also commented on my hair not so nicely. I had one woman come up to me and she said, "Oh, you are so beautiful. If you would just brush your hair." And I was pregnant at the time with Zeb. I was working. I was 7 months pregnant or 8 months pregnant at the time. And I just kind of stared at her like, who do you think you are? You know? And she did not steal my smile. But I have gotten comments like that. And I have gotten comments from, I remember my ex-boyfriend's neighbor. Every time I went over there, they were older people. Every time I went over there, always would comment on my smile. And he basically told me that that is my gift. And there have been so many times in my life, I have depression, and depression doesn't go away. It's a lifelong thing. Did you know that? I just discovered that. It's a lifelong thing. And that's why I keep going back to it and having it. It's because it's lifelong. I've never taken medication for it. I don't want to. It has gotten to the point where I should have a few times. And it has gotten to the point where I didn't want to be here anymore. More than a few times. And that time was just maybe a year and a half ago. I was going through some really rough stuff before we moved to America. Really rough, like rougher than I can't even explain to you how bad. And that was really rough. That's all I can say. but there were times where I struggled to use a smile, and it's free. Smiling is free, and that's a gift that you can give to somebody to show that they can use theirs too. So, just remembering the rough times. I am not in any depression now. Sometimes I feel like I could slip into it at any moment, and the days that I have that are very good, I use my smile. So if you think that it's annoying that I smile all the time, see ya. See ya. I'm gonna smile, I'm gonna laugh, and nobody's gonna steal my joy. And yeah, these are my real teeth. They have been my real teeth my whole life. I do not have veneers. Veneers are extremely expensive. I have always admired braces. I always wanted braces. I am particularly fascinated with mouths, and I like looking at mouths, and I believe that braces are really, really pretty. So if you have braces, I think that's really, really pretty. Especially how the mouth like goes over the braces. I've always liked that. But no, I do not. I have never had braces. I've been to the dentist twice. Once when I was a kid, I stuck I have actually a bad tooth here that needs to be pulled. It's had a hole in it since I was about 12 years old. Anyway, my tooth here, I poked a hole in it and I had to get it pulled, and I was probably 7 or 8, and it had air in it, and it was painful, so painful. So I had that pulled. They gave me laughing gas. And in Israel, I went to the dentist because my tooth broke off back here. And maybe it was here. Yeah, I think it was here. And I had to have it pulled. And I showed you that. I showed you my nasty black tooth that fell out. Who's asking? What even? Yes? Just got done watching a video of a guy who ran a marathon. He's 49 years old with a 100% blockage in his heart. 100% blockage, and he ran a marathon. This healthy, fit guy was not healthy on the inside. And now he's making a website to share with others that it can happen and how to lead a stress-free lifestyle, because that had to have been stress that caused that, because he was healthy running a marathon. It's crazy. I'm going to be working in here today. Anyway, my dad told me, I just noticed this. Here's the kids' brain flakes, and here's Abigail's. You want to wear this outfit today?
No.
No? Okay, find your outfit. Oh, she already got an outfit. Okay. All right. Yeah, they love these things, brain flakes. Anyway, my dad told me one time that he knew this guy that ran every day, ate lots of fruits and vegetables, keeled over dead while running. Very healthy guy, and dead. So you never know what's on the inside, you know? Look how this room ended up yesterday. This is me straightening it up. We've got it pretty well organized. I have to go through and take out all of, you can see right here, Raphael's shorter shirts that need to come out. And I need to take out the long sleeve shirts. Abigail, she wears like all of her clothes every day. She changes like 3 or 4 times. I got all of this down. I kept her baby doll box in case she wants to display it, because it has a nice display window on it. Let's see where all her baby dolls. There she is. She's over there. She had a wild night right there. I also do have a place for this tent, but it's outside, not like in the weather. In a metal shed, if I remake that for the kids. I think it might be a little too hot to have them play in there during the summer. I wish I could do something about that, but if I can't make it to where it has some air blowing in there, then I won't be putting it there. I have thought about putting it in this closet here and taking down all of their play clothes. So they have the play clothes right here, putting the tent inside of here because she loves this, but this goes on our bed. She's like, oh my God, Mommy! And here's the tent bottom. She's like, oh, we have a tea party. So she's got all her dolls and stuff there. And my mom gave me those. So it's pretty cool, but it doesn't look great from out here. I need to put the rest of her clothes away in the drawers. Okay, she is dressed, and you can see she wears literally all of her clothes. Those are really nice shorts. I like them. And what's it say? Glitter makes me smile. Does anybody try to steal your smile?
No.
That's right. Anybody stealing your joy?
No.
That's right. You got the whole world in your hands.
You know, I want to talk about something.
Okay.
Everything makes me smile.
I know. You were just a smiley little girl. Smilelessly little girl.
Yeah.
I love it. Are you going to help Mommy paint today?
Yeah.
All right. So I never finished painting up here. I need to paint it white. Hi. That's how low my ceilings are. This needs to be painted now that it's exposed because we took the doors off, and that needs to be painted, and if it's painted white it'll look pretty good, I think. This is going to be hidden by clear boxes with stuff in them, so for their storage, their clothes. I am getting Raphael one of those Sterilite drawers for right here to put socks and underwear and gym clothes in. It's actually optional for them to do gym at school, but I opted in for him to do gym. The other lesson was for Spanish, and I think we are having a hard enough time teaching them Hebrew right now. Well, Hadar is teaching Hebrew, so we don't want to mix up all the languages, but that would be an excellent option because you know, they have an instructor, they have a teacher. That would be great, especially in Florida. There are a lot of Spanish speakers here in Florida. Not directly where we live, but maybe like an hour and a half away. But they also speak Portuguese. And we heard a lot of Portuguese speaking people in Orlando. So I don't know if they were on vacation. We went to Churrascario, and they were there. I don't know if they live there and they visit there often, but that's when we went. I don't even know if we were vlogging back then, me and Hadar. I don't think we were. But we went to a Churrascaria, and we went down through there shopping, just like walking around. And he kept hearing Portuguese. He's like, hey, there's a lot of Portuguese speakers here. I was like, I don't know. It sounds Spanish to me, but he knows the difference because his family speaks Spanish and Portuguese, so he knows the difference. I'm standing in front of the door that I'm going to paint today. The only thing that I know in Portuguese is probably pão de queijo and beijos. Ciao, ciao. Oh, tudo bom? That's probably all that I know of Portuguese. And I know even less probably of Spanish, but I did take Spanish, and I went into Spanish too, and the woman's like, you're terrible at Spanish. How did you get in my class? I said, I don't know. I failed Spanish 1. Okay, so it's time to get a new water boiler because this is not shutting off. So that's a big old fire hazard if I've ever seen one. But they go bad after like 2 or 3 years. We have always had to buy a new water boiler after 2 or 3. So I don't know if it's worth it to get an expensive one if it's going to go bad in 2 or 3 years. We also did have a portable water heater that uses the same type of element. You just put it in literally inside of your water, cup of water to boil. It's like for travel. And it went bad after a couple of years too. So I just think that the elements go bad after a couple of years. I don't think it's worth buying a very expensive one. You can get them for $15 to $20, but it saves you so much money heating water on the stove. Or, well, I guess if you like your water microwaved. You could probably do that, but we don't do that usually. I don't know. We just never do that. We fill this up, and in a couple of minutes we have a big pot of hot water for like spaghetti or anything that we're boiling, steaming, broccoli or whatever. Just takes a few minutes to boil it. Saves a lot of money on electric. I got my coffee and now I'm leaving the scene of the crime. So I didn't buy a doorknob for this door, so I may just use the spray paint and spray it. I bought 3 doorknobs for the doors that we actually use. This is just a hall closet that we might use once a day. So I might, because I bought silver, that's all they have is silver door handles, and they're very basic, which is all we needed. Just something that locked. I may, yeah, just keep this one because we don't need to lock it. I'll just spray paint it black. So this has a rough finish. I should sand it down. However, I won't do that because my sander doesn't have extra pads. I just bought some extra pads though because I have some other jobs. But the roller puts a really nice texture on that. So this is fixing to get painted white. It's the hallway. This floor is gonna change. So we're gonna have like a little mini makeover in the hallway. I got all my DIY stuff here, and I have a roller. Best thing to do is get some tape and tape your roller so it can get all the extra lint off of it. This one's pretty well delinted. This is the paint that I use for the cabinets. I've only used like probably less than an inch, really. If it was all the way full, I think it came up to there. So less than an inch. This is dyeable paint, so they leave it a space in it so you can put the dye in it. Unfortunately, you lose out on some white paint. So I'm just gonna come over here and start painting. I don't really care about painting over this because I'm gonna spray paint it, so that'd be fine. Anyway, this I thought would just leave it in my tray to dry. This is the polyacrylic. So you can see how tough it is, but also how much it can peel up, especially if you get water up underneath of it. It's just like painting plastic on your stuff.
These 4 together make $1.
Okay. Good start.
Gotta be careful. It's paint that Mommy just painted. So we're not touching anything white today.
That's
Only
right.
my cats.
Nothing
or dogs.
white. Yes.
I gotta get through here to drink.
Oh. Did you touch it?
No.
Okay, I was having a very big issue with having like circles of paint on my door. I was like, what's going on? I think I need to strain my paint. But I realized that the paint is actually drying onto my thing, and it's transferring onto my door. So I've had to pick it off with my fingernail, all of the little circles that dry on here, and I'm trying to wipe it off and it's picking up on my thing. So yeah, so that happened. So this is 2 coats. I do have the piece there. I need to glue it and I have to do some finishing work with some plaster to seal up the holes. I am painting over the hinges. That is a no-no, but I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with the hinges. And it'll probably be today what I'm doing with the hinges. All right, look, see? That's a paint dot, what the heck? And that's another one. So yeah, I just have to peel them off and then paint it again.
Some of this. And actually, Abigail asked for yellow eggs, and then I said, like the ones I always make Raphael, and she said, no.
What?
It's for me.
Oh. I meant yes for her, though.
That looks really good. And I was telling Andrea how much better this would taste if it had toasted bread, possibly with butter to go with it.
Ooh.
However, we don't do that in this house. Not very, very often. It's actually quite seldom. That might be a little hot. Betavon. They just washed their hands.
And we'll see you in a while when the vlog is over.
Okay. Let me know how it tastes when you're done with it. I'll come back here in a minute. These doors show you how many years it's been around, because they're so wounded. They just have a bunch of screws in them. Different types of screws, different head bits, you know, the head sockets for screws. Different holes, nails, just poor doors. This is just this one hallway door, and this is the outside of it.
I'm not too worried about any of the finish or anything. This is going to be our command center. Hopefully I can put some decorative stuff on it to make it look like farmhouse door. I really like that look. I'm going to have, I'm going to paint these hinges. You're going to see it here in a minute. I have never done it before. I've never heard of anybody doing it, but I'm going to see if it works. How about that?
Good luck.
Yeah. And I'm thinking that I needed it to have it lightly coated with a primer coat for the paint to adhere. So we'll see. I'm done with my bacon, but now I get coffee, so I'm just hanging out on the floor, contemplating standing up.
Do you like your food?
Mhm.
Yeah, I know you love it. I already heard that sound. Alright, I'm not bother you then.
Just thought of something. I'm gonna paint the inside of this door. Can you see what is in here? Can you see that madness? I'm going to make over this closet because I have cleaned it out probably 3 times, organized it really well, and it's not stuck. So the inside of that closet's going to get painted as well, but not right now. So I am done for now. I'm gonna put one final coat on it later. I had to wash out my brush and my thing because they were drying. So it was leaving spots, and I don't want to have spots. But this is going to be the command center, so it doesn't matter if it has like holes in it, because it's fixing to get more holes in it. I'm going to paint the kids' door white and the bathroom door white. It's going to make a big impact in here. It's a little room. It's going to be white and bright and light. Anyway, I was just sitting thinking, and I came up with something that's probably been said before because everything is always on repeat. But that moment's passed, but there are many coming. So just remember that moment has passed. And flakes are welcome.
We really are trying to have a fire under our butts for this, all the projects, getting everything outside done especially, and inside as well. It's super hard to work with this. We have to tread so carefully to figure out exactly when it's raining, exactly when it's not, when is it going to be wet. We have all of these to sit there, and we just couldn't do it today because that's the weather. And I want to reiterate, this is not a deal breaker. It's not like we're not going to do it. It's a game changer in a way. You can either do it or not. It just depends on the elements. It doesn't matter how much planning you do. If weather 7 days from now, 6 days from now just changes and shifts, that's what we got. And by the way, the forecast is not very specific to where we live. We keep getting rain showers that we shouldn't, and they're like short bursts of just these rain clouds that form here. Showers and moves away 10-15 minutes later. The obvious forecast is when we have hours and days full of rain. But it's very, very hard to deal with this on a daily basis that you're trying to do something. It's just impossible.
All right, I made pudding for everyone. We still have the plates out here because I can't wash dishes.
I love your pudding.
Thank you. It's vanilla.
Not kidding. I love it.
Thank you. All right, so this is what frozen milk looks like. You have to take 1 cup of it out, and then it kind of turns yellow. But it's homogenized, and it'll always be homogenized unless it's bad. So this will come back together. Shake it up a little bit after it thaws out, and you got milk good to go. So here's
That's
some pudding.
I just want you to know that I'm Wonder Woman. Just do.
Uh-huh. Awesome.
Thanks.
Wonder Woman soon.
I don't know if Wonder Woman actually, does she fly? I don't know.
She has a cape, so she might.
I thought all superheroes have capes. It distinguishes them from the simple people of Earth.
Oh, so what does distinguish mean?
Make them more visible, make them different than others, so you can tell them apart.
Yeah. Abigail? I mean, Wonder Woman is Abigail, actually.
Is she Wonder Girly?
Yeah.
Are you Wonder Girly? Okay.
Abby Woman. Or the Wonder Gal.
Do you like scary movies?
Yeah.
Are you gonna get scared?
No?
No, because you're a big girl? Good morning.
You're welcome.
Oh, because we're talking?
And that's how they turned out. And that's what it looks like now.